the listing agents for this property, Jackie and Bruce, here to assist you with any questions as well. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the vendors for entrusting us with the sale of the beautiful family home, which they've enjoyed and loved very dearly. To the neighbours in the crowd, thank you for coming and for making this part of Scoresby one of the best places to live in. To the bidders in the crowd, thank you for coming and I wish you all the best in the bidding procedure. And to the one lucky buyer, we congratulate you in advance on your astute purchase. This auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that are made available before the commencement of the auction. As auctioneer, I'll be indicating bidders upon request and the right to place bids on behalf of the sellers, otherwise known as vendor bids. If or when I decide to place those bids, I'll simply say vendor bid. This auction prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides fines for misconduct. And last but not least, when this paperwork hits my hand and this property is deemed sold, I'll absolutely take no late bids and offers beyond that point. If you're successful here today, all that we require from you is a little 10% deposit of the full purchase price. And the settlement time, you pick the time frame that suits you best. But the sellers have been quite flexible here today, anywhere within the vicinity of 60 through to 70 days, unless prior arrangements have been made with you beforehand. In an instance where you're bidding against vendor bids, you have two options: to not bid against the highest vendor bid, which means that you'll decrease your chances of being successful here today, as we'll get to negotiate with multiple parties afterwards. On the positive flip side, however, is that if you do bid against the highest vendor bid, you earn yourself the exclusive right to negotiate with the sellers, and statistically speaking, you'll increase your chances of being successful here today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you've all been through the property here before. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double garage in the heart of Scoresby, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful double-storey family home ready for you to move in and your family to enjoy. Perfect for a growing family as well, because there's plenty of living spaces as well. Location-wise, second to none. Walking distance of Scoresby Primary School. You're also close to the shops just around the corner here, Woolworths, and plenty of restaurants as well. You're also close in between, for example, Knox Shopping Centre, Glen Waverley Shopping Centre as well, the Glen, Willishill Shopping Centre, and all the best schools in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne. So enough from me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you're not here to hear me talk. We're here to help you buy. So where can I see a fair and reasonable start now for the property here today? I'm in your hands now. What do you say now with an opening bid, opening offer? $700,000. Welcome to the bidding here, ma'am, at $700,000, and you're $700,000 above everyone else here today. $750,000, welcome to bidding here, sir, on my left-hand side at $750,000 now on my left. And back against you, ma'am, what do you say at $750,000? Opening bidder here gets a free bottle of champagne as well. What a great present. Hopefully you get the home as well, ma'am, at $750,000 here on my left-hand side. That's $750,000, sorry.
$770,000.
$770,000. I heard it here first at $770,000 now. At $770,000 now. Let's go 90, ma'am, at $770,000 here. 70 here. $780,000. I'll take the $780,000. $800,000 back in front here, $800,000. At $800,000, sorry. Oh, $900,000, bang. At $900,000 with a strong knockout offer of $900,000. Across the road here at $900,000. Bruce is running in here now at $900,000 now. Across the road at $900,000. At $900,000, $100,000 above the previous increment here now. I'll take your 5, ma'am. That's $905,000 and $905,000 here. Welcome you here at $905,000. At $905,000 now, back against you. Maybe another strong knockout offer at $905,000. Perhaps a million, perhaps at $905,000 here. At $905,000 here on my right-hand side. Any bids here, ladies and gentlemen, need to know at $905,000 here on my right-hand side. At $905,000 here. We're on the market and selling.
We're on the market selling to $905,000.
$905,000 here at $900,000.
I got the key.
They've got the keys. She's got the bottle of champagne at $905,000 now. No further interest from the crowd here. They'll be walking away with the keys to this property here today at $905,000 now. No competition, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to call it 3 times, so I'm sure in your... 910, thank you, sir. $910,000 here. Front and centre, $910. Back against you, ma'am. 20 here on my left-hand side at $920. In the far left corner here at $920,000. Back against you, sir. What do you say at $920? And my opening bidder as well at $920,000. Don't tell me you just came here to get the bottle of champagne. At $920,000 here on my left-hand side. $930. Thank you, sir. $930 across the road, standing next to me here at $930,000. At $950, bang. At $950,000 here, standing next to Bruce here with the highest bid on my left-hand side at $950 triple O. At $950,000 now, me, what do you say? I'm the bidder here on my right-hand side as well. Now's the time to jump in at $950,000. At $950,000 now, you're going to find another property for this value in Scoresby now, ladies and gentlemen, at $950,000. And it's the perfect time to buy, ladies and gentlemen, just before Christmas. just before all the real estate agents take a long holiday. But you know what? Bruce will still be working throughout the Christmas period and New Year period. So if you've got any selling and buying needs, please give him a call. At $950,000 here now on my left-hand side. At $950,000. 955 across the road. Thank you, Ming. At $955,000. 60 bang. At $960,000 now. Bruce on my left-hand side at $960 triple O. At $960,000 now, Ming. What do you say? At $960,000. At $960,000 now, we're chipping up in increments of $5,000 at the moment. You can go back up to tens if you want. At $960,000 here. At $960,000. What do you say, folks? At $960 triple O. Luke, need to know now. Jackie, what do you say? At $960,000. Gonna call it 3 times now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting a nice tan here at $960,000. First call now at $960 triple O. Second opportunity now at $960,000. For the third and final call now at $960,000. All done, all finished, all silent here at $960,000. 65 back in front to my opening bidder here on my right hand side at $965,000. Looks like you don't just only want 970 here on the left hand side. Looks like you don't just want the bottle of champagne, you want the house as well at $970,000. Back against you, sir, at $970,000 here on my left. At $970,000 here on my left-hand side now. Let's get back in front. What do you say? 75 perhaps at $970,000 here on my left. At $970,000. As I said before, ladies and gentlemen. 75 here, 975. Bruce, what do you say?
80.
80 back in front, 980 here on my left. At $980,000. If you don't buy today, ladies and gentlemen, no more, not many auctions in the next couple of weeks. And auctions won't start back up until February. So this is your chance to secure the property of your dreams at $980,000 here on my left-hand side at $980 triple O. At $980. Jim, anything here on my right? At $980. 82, thank you, ma'am, at $982. At $982,000 now, Bruce, what do you say at $982 triple O? At $982. 982 here on the right-hand side. Sorry? Another 5, 87. 987 here. At 987. 987 here. 987. 987, 990, ma'am. At 987 here on my left. At $987,000. Oh, I can see a Lamborghini across the road there, ladies and gentlemen. Someone's got deep pockets to buy today, perhaps. At $987,000. At $987. At $987,000. Who would have thought in Scoresby, people driving Lamborghinis at $987,000, and who knows in another 10 years' time what people will be driving here at $987,000 now. On my left-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, at $987. At $987,000 now. I'm going to call it 3 times. So I'm sure and you're sure now at $987,000. First call now at $987. Second opportunity now at $987,000. For the third and final call now, $990. Thank you, sir. In the nick of time at $990,000 now, saving the option here.
992.
992. $1 million sounds better though. At $992. At $992, sir. What do you say? Later at $992. At $992 now on my left-hand side. 95. Thank you, sir. $995. At $995 now. How about trying to add $1 million? I mentioned another 2. $997. At $997 here on my left-hand side, sir. At $997. Can I see $1 million, ma'am? At $997. At $997 here on my left-hand side. At $9,970. $1 million, thank you, sir. Back in front at $1 million, round even figure $1 million. And back in front here, sir, what do you say? $1 million here on my right. At $1 million. At $1 million here. $1 million. Another 2,000. $1 million and 2,000. $1 million and 2,000, Luke. Need to know if you're in or you're out now. Looks like it's just between the two of you at the moment. At $1 million and $2,000 now. $3. $1 million and 3. Another 2, 5,000. $1 million and 5. $1 million and 5. Luke, what do you say? $1 million and 5. And $1 million and $5,000 now, gentlemen's offer. $1 million and 5. 7. 9. 1, 2, 9. $1 million and 9. $1 million and 9 here. We're going up in increments of 2 at the moment. $1 million and 9. 11 to get you back in front, sir. $1 million and 9. At $1 million and $9,000. $1 million and 9, ladies and gentlemen. Now $1 million and 9. The sooner you bid, ladies and gentlemen, the sooner you can get out of the sun. Enjoy your Saturday evening at $1 million and $9,000 here on my left. At $1 million and 9. 1,009,000.
1,015,000.
15 bang, $6,000 on top of your previous increment, sir. 1,015,000. $1,015,000 here on the right hand side. Can I see a 20? 1,015,000. 1,015,000 here.
20.
20, thank you, sir. 1,020,000. 25, may I say, sir? 1,020,000 here on my left. $1,020,000 here on my left hand side. And 1,020,000. 1,020,000 now, Luke. What do you say? $1,020,000 at the moment. And $1,020,000 here. 1,020,000. Can I see a 25 from the crowd? And 1,020,000. 1,025,000. 1,020,000 here. And $1,020,000.
22.
22, thank you, Luke. 1,022,000, sir. 25, thank you, sir. Back in front, 1,025,000. And 1,025,000, Luke. What do you say? And 1,025,000 here. And 1,025,000 on my left. Luke, what do you say? Maybe a 30 now. Knockout offer, perhaps. 25. 1,025,000.
26.
26 now. $1,000 bids have come out at 1,026,000. Everyone's stretching the limits here.
28.
28. 30 now, say, sir. 1,028,000. And $1,028,000 here on my left hand side. And 1,028,000. And 1,028,000 now, ladies and gentlemen. $1,028,000. For those of you who've just joined us on our Facebook page or our auction reporters, we started the bidding here
30.
today. 1,030,000 now. 1,030,000. We started 37. 1,037,000 here on my left. 1,037,000. Luke, what do you say now? 1,037,000. At 1,037,000. At 1,037,000. 40 to get you back in front. 1,037,000 here on my left hand side. At 1,037,000 here on my left hand side. Luke, what do you say? At 1,037,000. I don't want you to just go home today just with a bottle of champagne. Love for you to also get this property here today. At 1,037,000. At 1,037,000, gentleman has indicated he's out. Any lucky last minute bidders, now's the time to jump in at 1,037,000 or forever miss out on this opportunity to buy today, the last auction of the day. At $1,037,000 at the moment. At 1,037,000. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait until next week and look at how many buyers there are out on the marketplace, ladies and gentlemen. Do you really want to run the risk of paying more for inferior properties on the marketplace where you can just buy now when the property's on the market and selling at any moment? 1,040,000 back in front, sir, 1,040,000. At $1,040,000 here. Sorry, 42. 42 now back in front. Luke, what do you say now? 1,042,000. At 1,042,000 now, 1,042,000. Round this up to 50, sir, may I say? At 1,042,000. At $1,042,000 here now on my left. At 1,042,000. At 1,042,000 now. At 1,042,000, fairly bid and offered a $2,000 increment on top of your previous bid, sir, at 1,042,000. At 1,042,000 now, takes up to 45, may I say. Could be that victorious knockout blow that we're looking for, and you can move in 60, 70 days now at 1,042,000. At $1,042,000 now, going to call it 3 times, so I'm sure and you're sure now at 1,042,000. At $1,042,000. First call now, 1,042,000. Second opportunity now at $1,042,000. For the third and final call now at $1,042,000 now, ladies and gentlemen. $1,042,000. What do you say, sir? $1,042,000. If you don't bid anymore today.
43.
43. $1,043,000 back in front. 45. 45 now on my left. $1,045,000. $1,045,000. The type of weather where you want to jump into a pool now. At $1,045,000. At $1,045,000. At $1,045,000 now. Bruce, what do you say? At $1,045,000. Rollerama just around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to learn how to rollerblade, roller skate as they call it, $5,000. Willisville Shopping Centre, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the best schools on offer in Melbourne are in close proximity. Giles Park, ladies and gentlemen. Spend your Saturday afternoons with a barbecue at Giles Park. How good would it be? Purchase this property. Walking distance to Giles Park, Chesterfield Farm as well. At $1,046,000 now, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,046,000. At $1,046,000 now. Need to know, sir. Gentlemen here seeking instructions on the phone as well. $1,046,000. Last minutes of the auction now, ladies and gentlemen. $1,046,000. Thank you for your patience, sir. We will sell your property. We'll be doing the same thing too. We're just going to make sure all the buyers here are giving the best here today. At $1,046,000 at the moment. At $1,046,000 here on my left-hand side. $1,046,000. Jackie and Bruce are working the $1,050,000 now. $1,050,000, sir. $1,050,000. What did I tell you, sir? You came from our auction in Box Hill North and now you're in Scoresby paying even more. $8,050,000, sir. I told you. 52. $1,052,000. $1,052,000 back against you, sir. $1,052,000. Don't miss out on 2 auctions in one day. $1,052,000 at the moment. $1,052,000 now. $1,052,000. $1,052,000, sir. What do you say? You didn't listen to me earlier today and you missed out on this opportunity. Don't miss out again. And this time, listen to the auctioneer and the listing agents at $1,052,000. $1,052,000 now. $1,052,000. You missed out on the unit earlier before, and this is the house, sir. Beautiful 5 bedrooms ready for you and your growing family to enjoy and move in. And $1,052,000 only. $1,055,000. 55. Thank you, sir. $1,055,000. $1,055,000 now. Nick, what do you say? $1,055,000 here now on my left-hand side. $1,055,000. That previous property sold for $1,020,000, sir.
57.
57. $1,057,000. $1,057,000 now. $1,057,000. $1,057,000. You don't want to say. Listen to the wife. I think she wants it $1,057,000. Surprise her tonight at $1,057,000. What could be a better Christmas gift than a new house here at $1,057,000? At $1,057,000. I think everyone's here getting a good tan today at $1,057,000. At $1,057,000. $1,057,000. Just want to jump into a pool right about now at $1,057,000. $1,057,000. Me holding a bid here at $1,057,000. Any bids here on the right hand side? Been bid pretty quiet here on the right. At $1,057,000. I hope I haven't missed any bids or buys. At $1,057,000 now, sir. What do you say? What's the wife say? Yes or no? In or you out now? Need to know. At $1,057,000. At $1,057,000, sir. The longer you think about it, the more. Another one?
Another 2.
2. 59.
59.
$1,059,000. Sir, what do you say? $1,059,000 across the road. Let's go 60 or more.
60.
60 bang. $1,060,000 now. Let's try 1.1, sir. $1,060,000. At $1,060,000 here on my left-hand side. They say all agents are the same. At $1,060,000, it was worth a shot. At $1,060,000. At $1,060,000. Any other buyers need to know $1,060,000?
We're in now. We're on the phone with the wife.
Second wife.
The second one. Okay, hopefully she has more money. At $1,060,000. At $1,060,000 now. $1,060,000. At $1,060,000 on my left. Need to know, sir. $1,060,000. You can enjoy all the amenities Scoresby has on offer. $1,060,000. Let's say you want to buy in the next 5 days. Who knows how much more it will appreciate? At $1,060,000 with the cost of everything.